Hello everyone, it's Postcard Storyteller here to talk about postcards. So for this video, I wanted to show you how to write on postcards. I am actually part of a post-crossing group from the Philippines, although I am in New York, and we recently had a lot of new members join, and we have been receiving questions about how-tos on postcarding, and I think the most basic first video should really be about how to write on postcards. So for this one, I have a postcard I've identified here for a favorite young friend of mine, whose name is Dresden. So he's in the Philippines, and I picked out this card specifically for him. So how do we write on postcards, and what is the order in which we're supposed to put the elements into the card so that we don't run out of space and it's something that the recipient will be happy to get? So on the back of the postcard, we see that there's an area for the stamp, an area for the address, and of course, for anything that you want to write on the left side usually. So this is the method that works well for me. I always do the stamps first, but this is presuming that you have the stamps. So right here, I have a dollar stamp. Currently, international mail going out of the United States is priced at $1.20. Oh, you'll have to forgive me. I just injured myself the other day and my thumb is totally wonky. So I put the biggest stamp closest to the corner. That's $1. And I have a rabbit stamp here, which is equivalent to 20 cents. That's the additional ounce. So you have to be aware of how much postage is going to be. Why do I do the stamps first? One big problem with people who write the address first and then buy the stamps later encounter is that sometimes they place the address on the wrong line and they end up not having enough space for the stamps. Now, if that's the case for you, here's a good rule of thumb. I usually use a 3x3 Post-it. I fold it in half and I practice writing the address of the person on this sheet. So if I do not have my stamps yet, I try to put it on the lower half of the addressing side. That way you have half that area free and you don't run the risk of running out of space. I also like to decorate and sort of use art, or my version of art, to address my cards. So in this instance, this one is going out to Dresden. I simply write his name with a chisel tip marker. This is a Copic marker actually. And then I will trace that later and I will write his address. So as you can see, I have that there. So now I've written my friend's address. I've actually covered it up just for privacy. And then the next thing I will do is either I write or I put a sticker of an airmail sticker rather. So in this instance, let me cut this. That way they know, the post office will know that it's headed outside the country. And of course, I'm having a bit of a time. No thanks to the wonky thumb. Now we know why it's very important that we keep our opposable thumb working. Okay. So this is a printable I got from a friend. So I put that there. So that's that. And then I will embellish it with any other stickers that I want to put before I write the dedication, of course. One important thing is also to put a return address, which should not be prominent because sometimes the sorting machines might make the mistake of actually sending it back to you. Also, placement is very important. So make sure you don't put it on the side where the address C is supposed to be. And of course, I can't pull it out again. I've sort of covered part of my address, as you can see there. But it will show my actual address once it's on the postcard. That way, if there's an issue, the post office can return it. I used to not do this, but some recent conversations with the post office have convinced me that it is a prudent thing to do. So I'm going to put my address on the side, just so there's no confusion. I do want to use a sticker, and I have one right here. Or I can use the other one, which is very symbolic of New York. Of course, Lady Liberty over there. But I want to use this flower only because I think I've already sent Dresden postcard using that. So you can put it anywhere, but try to avoid the bottom half, especially this 1 centimeter or so portion, because that's where sometimes the post office barcode will be printed on. It's supposed to tell them where the card is heading and where the card came from. So if you notice, I use straight scissors. These are straight bladed scissors. I like this because you can just lay it next to the card or any piece of paper and it will not cut through. It will actually form a barrier against the blade hitting any part of your card. So it's a very clean cut. So there you go. So I have my postcard. And if I still feel like embellishing some more, I know a lot of people are now doing a lot of washi tape and other stickers. So you might want to put that here, just so there's a barrier and make the dividing line more obvious. Again, I know I'm doing something against what I said. Don't hit that portion. But that's me. So what I'm going to do is first thing you have to do is write the date. A lot of people forget this. So today is May, and of course I forget. It's May, it's May 18, 21. Then I will write my dedication on this portion, and it will be ready to send. So that's how you write on a postcard, or at least that's how I do it. I hope I was able to help our new postcard enthusiasts out there and teach you something or give you some suggestions. So again, it wouldn't hurt to practice writing the address, especially if it's a longer address. A 3x3 block, or you can put a margin on a regular sheet of paper and denominate a 3 by 1.5 inch block, or half of a 3x3, and practice writing the address. So I hope you like this video. This card will be going out to Dresden tomorrow after I write the dedication. And do click subscribe and like the video, and watch out for more information on postcards, what's in my postcard collection, and suggestions and tips on how to make the most out of the hobby of postcard collecting. Bye, everyone.